What's up, YouTube? It's your girl cralisa Victoria. I'm back with another video. So I literally filmed this intro at the end of my actual video because I thought that my video was going to be an update, but it turned out to be talking about my American legal class, and then in the end it turned out to me just talking about to pursue a JD versus to pursue a Master's of Arts in Law. So I filmed this part so I can insert this in the beginning to give you guys a disclaimer that my video is kind of all over the place, but it still does pertain to the MBA, or not the MBA, it pertains to the MA in Law program versus the JD program. So if you guys want to kind of hear my take on one of the classes that I'm actually involved in right now, and you also want to hear my take in which program to do, then I want you guys to just make sure you keep on watching. Watch to the end of the video, and you guys will just hear me talking about my class versus this class, blase. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually filming a few tonight and just wanted to come on here and tell you guys to check it out. So keep on watching. So what's up, YouTube? It's cralisa Victoria. I realize my head probably is cut out in this video, so let's go ahead and back this up and let's talk. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what's up, y'all? It's cralisa Victoria. I decided to make this video, and part of me feel like, should I sit on the floor? Whoops. Maybe I should sit on the floor. I think it's a little bit better. But anyway, part of me wanted to make this video tonight because I was literally just working on some things, writing out my goals, and just trying to basically get to that space that I'm trying to get back to. I have not been in the best space lately, if I should be quite honest. But I'm not the type of person who's going to put my whole entire life and all of my problems on the internet. That's number one. Number two, nobody wants to hear that. Number three, I don't want to put out that type of energy. I feel like as human beings, we go through things. You know, that's just, it's inevitable. It's life. We go through things. And when we go through things, it's almost a thing of like, it's okay to need to step back, take a breather, you know, just kind of clear your mind, clear your path, and just kind of distance yourself. Just I keep burping, sorry. Just so that you can get into a good mental, a good space, a good whole bunch of things. So I pretty much literally am going to be clearing out some things. I need to clean up. I have literally some personal goals, some business goals. I literally have so much that I need to do that it doesn't even make sense. Mind you, you guys know that I'm trying to amp my fashion world, not like how I dress, but I'm trying to put out pieces for you guys. So I've literally, tonight will be up literally late, and the first thing I'm gonna do once I'm done making my videos for the night is I'm going to hop on my laptop and I'm going to check on an assignment that I have to do, because I literally have an assignment that is due for my Master's of Arts in Law program. I think I told you guys in the last video that I'm taking a course called American Legal Studies. So it's actually, I thought that it was going to be like American history, which I never was a fan of. And this is truly how I feel. I was never a fan of like regular American history because I felt like these history books were not telling the truth. I was always more of a fan of when I got to college, because in high school we had to do American history. It was like I had AP history and it was regular history. But when I got to college, because I went to a HBCU, we had African American history. I got A's in that class. When I was in history class in high school, regular history class, my grades weren't all that high. Like they were, I passed, but they were not all that high. But it's just my liking to certain topics, or the truth is more, you know, I'm more in tuned when it's something that I'm going to be taught that's going to be more truthful. But if it's something that I know y'all just made up some stuff and put in a history book and you expect me to memorize all these lies, it doesn't work for me. But I thought, basically, to wrap it all up, this Master's of Arts class for American Legal, first of all, the professor who's teaching the class is a Esquire. So she is already like a licensed attorney. So I already thought like, bro, my background is criminal justice. Yes, I have a Master's of Business Administration as well, But when it comes down to this legal aspect, I don't have a JD, which is the Juris Doctor. I don't have that for law school. I have thought about potentially getting my JD. That was something I wanted since I was a young child. But as time has gone on, I know that I want to be a banging realtor. That's what I want. I don't want to be a banging lawyer, but I am doing my Master's of Arts in Law because it does complement a lot of law that goes into my real estate. It suits my life. Now, years before, there was no such thing of a Master's of Arts in Law that will allow for you to get background in law and do some things in law. Before, all we knew was JD MBA. So now that this program of a Master's of Arts in Law has become available with the concentration of legal studies, that's my concentration, I'm able to get this MA in law in conjunction with the MBA that I've already obtained in 2018. So it's just basically, I know I'm rambling, but to go back to the American legal class that I'm talking about, pretty much I thought that with it being a lawyer teacher and, you know, it being just American history, there was going to be like this was going to be a challenge class for me, because I felt like it's hard for me to, I can get through some information in text, but when I feel like it's not true information, it's very hard for me to actually like the class. You know what I mean? So when I got my grades back from my assignments, first of all, my first test I didn't do too bad on, considering I'm not coming from a legal background of law. So my first test I didn't do too bad on. I think I got like a 75. I got 75 or 80 because it was points out of points. I think it was somewhere around there, which it was like, okay, cool. It gave me an opportunity to see how she was going to be grading material and how questions and all of that are going to be asked in her type of manner. So then when it came to the written assignments, I actually got A's on those. I got literally, like, if the assignment was worth 15 out of 15, I was getting those. But pretty much the way she set it up was, when you submit your assignment, you can't see the discussion board for everybody else's submissions until you submit yours. So you can't look ahead. That was unique because I've never experienced that in any of the program, the MBA program or this program before. So that was really unique. So once I typed my answer in and I clicked submit, I could see everybody else's answers. And we have to reply to other people too. So I literally swung, I think the question was about, and I don't know how this got on the topic of school, but the question was about, do you think the American legal system basically is complex in the way that it, I can't remember the exact question, but is it complex to the way that people don't get like fair sentencing, or fair, not even sentencing, but fair like treatment, fairness? And I said, I don't think it's a matter of complexity. I think it's more a matter of like, are people going to, like, we're human first of all, but also you have to realize that like the justice system isn't just for every class. Like, we try to get justice for the things that happen, but everything is not just for every, you know, socioeconomic class or race. So I actually talked about Emmett Till. Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy in 1955 who basically was accused of whistling at a white woman. The allegations basically came back as false, but by then that was too late because the young 14-year-old was already found basically lynched in like a body of water. So I utilized that situation, and I talked about justice, and I talked about, you know, the equality of everything, and was it, you know, the fairness, and but it was all based on those people. It was all based on that jury, those judges, those, you know, and then also we have racism in our society that also contributes to the bigger picture. So when I got in, I didn't know how far I could take it with my because when I get in these classes, I like to like really put myself into these courses because I want to learn, and I also want to apply myself. I mean, you're not paying to get a degree just to get a degree. I mean, some people maybe so they can add it to the list of things they have, but for me, I'm actually trying to learn more. I'm trying to strategize better. It's certain things that I'm looking to get within a program. So I apply myself 100%. Once I got in, I started to see that there were other people who were speaking on the topic of literally inequality and talking about, if I were to get pulled over, blah, 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 I'm more likely to get blah, 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 opposed to this person. And that right there, took me to the next level on the fingers. I was ready. So then I started talking about real life situations as well, and I guess my professor is with it because all my grades are A's. So that's nice to know. I thought that getting into this program was going to be really, really difficult. And I'm probably going to have to go back and chop and screw this video because I thought it was going to be like a life update video, but it's really more about this class and this program. So yeah, but I thought that literally like maybe, you know, like this program was going to be super hard for me. But one thing I've learned in the past was when I'm excited about something, I tend to pay more attention. I tend to do better. So I've literally gotten I've gotten an A in my contract law class. I got a B in my, or a B plus in my property law class. I have right now I have like pretty much like an AB average in my American legal class, which by the end of the semester my goal is to have no lower than a B, but definitely an A. The grading system is higher, so when I do get B's, I don't beat myself up as much as I would have in undergrad, just simply because grad level is harder. And to get a B, to me, if I give something my all and I try my best and I come up with an A, awesome. If I come up with a B, awesome. I don't go too hard on myself because it's like I gave it my all. So pretty much the program is going well. I like it. I'm literally going to be, you know, just focusing in on what I'm going to do with this degree when I'm done with it, because I have had some things that will contribute to my regular life. But I'm nowhere near the finish line. I think I, you know, still have some courses to go, obviously, but I will be thinking more of how is that next career path going to basically encompass everything on my current career path, because I want it to be a part of, not draw itself away from. So if you're thinking about getting in a Master's of Law program, or you're thinking about JD opposed to Master's of Law, pretty much I would say if you want to practice as an attorney, be considered Esquire, take the bar exam, which will require you to take the LSAT, and literally just practice law, and that is what your desire is, then I would say go for the JD. It's more rigorous. You're going to have to spend more time in class. You're going to have to do more, you know, law specific things, but I would say go the JD route. If you are not looking to go that route, then I would tell you to look at a Master's of Arts in Law program, a program that's going to give you a background of law, allow for you to do some things that pertain to law. However, you don't have to take the bar exam. You do not have to pass the LSAT. Basically, don't have to become Esquire, and you pretty much can just do whatever is within the realm of Master's of Arts in Law. It does. It's a shorter version of the rigorous version of a JD, but it's not the JD. So just understand that you can do things with the Master's of Arts in Law, but you will not be able to practice as you would if you had a JD. Please understand that. Do your research. I had a couple people ask me about a Master's of Arts in Law program, and that is what I have to say about it. I didn't know I was going to go this heavy into this video, but I'm just going to go ahead and film the beginning part and let you guys know that this is basically going to be a ramble. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Bye.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something?